What up, spam fam? Get your little butts in here. Oh, magic. Okay, today we are starting off with this prompt, which is create a wish, make a wish here. If you were here last time for this series, I had spam blowing on a dandelion puff, I think, and making a wish. This time, I wanted to go for something different. I don't know whether anyone else would have done this idea, but we'll see. I decided to draw spam holding a fallen star and wishing on it. I really struggled with the hand position for this one. As you can see, I'm losing my marbles, stressing, panicking. I tried multiple angles, but I actually had to look for a different reference for this one because I was losing my will to live. I'm still learning. Okay, it's not always as easy as it looks. So I'm avoiding drawing that other hand. I'm very impressed with that hair. Is it not the most beautiful hair you've ever seen in your whole entire life? We vacated that pose. We are going for a different one now. This pose makes it look more like she summoned the star with the hand pose, but added some little sparkles around her, some extra details. Okay. I lined it with the colour and pencils to give it a softer look. So I'm colouring this now, but I need to keep the focus on where the light source is coming from. So obviously she's holding this star and it's going to be glowing, or that's what I'm going to attempt. So I'm making sure to stay very light on the old pencil around the star and then going darker than I normally would around the rest of spam. I'm so jealous of her hair. So now to colour the star, I'm going for a goldy glow. Now the background, because I've done it in a So she's in like an inner circle, or there's a circle behind her. And I went for this like dark turquoise gradient that goes from dark turquoise to light turquoise to blue or dark blue. I figured her hair would pop against these colours more. I was originally going to leave the background white, but it felt incomplete. We know how I feel about white space. And here we are. I decided on a gradient in the background as well. Just a random array of colours gradient together, and then some mist cloud. I don't know what that is, but I added it. And then lots of stars and sparkles to make it more magical. I do really like this. Not entirely sure on the background outside the circle, but I did forget the drip. Stupid drip. I always forget the drip. So I've had to put that there, and we're gonna have to deal with it. Pretty got to start to learn to remember it. It's the first thing I draw. Deal. So I like it. I can't stop looking at her hair. It's pretty. Okay, let's move on, shall we? We are creating a neon page. Use neon colours on this page. Blah. So last time, I think I did like a neon rainbow sign thing. But I'm going to attempt something different here, because whenever I do neon, I do it on black paper or a black background so that it shows more and looks more neon. But I'm going to try something different, and the idea that I have I'm just contemplating here whether I do actually want to do it. So the idea is, this is a close-up of Spam, like, that eye is massive. But it's profile, so you need to give me a second, okay? Because I never nailed profile. I don't think I've ever done it perfectly. But this is a close-up of Spam, and she's going to be drowning or being taken over by neon pink and green paint, I'm going to assume. But the plus side to this design is the drip in the corner can be part of the drawing. Ha ha! Ha ha! But that's the final bit anyway. So I tweaked some lines to make myself happy, added some little details. Not that you can see it because I've erased most of the lines. But I'm starting with the skin tone. I need to keep it light for like the neon effect. However, I still want to keep some depth so that you can see the shape of, like, obviously the shade around the eye, the nostril, under the lip, and all of that. So I'm then going in with my light skin tone and just very lightly layering it down, but not going close to the paint. I'm keeping a white barrier between the skin tone and the paint, because we obviously need that for the glow effect. So the face details I'm just adding lightly until we get to... I don't want to lay anything down too heavy because I won't be able to undo it when it comes to the glow. So we're moving on now to the neon pink side. Colouring this and still keeping that white edge for the glow. It took forever to colour this in. It did. I've left a little white space around the lines, which at this point, this is where my panic starts to set in. Because, I'll be honest, I was colouring it and I started panicking that it didn't look neon at all. And then I was like, have I made a mistake? Do I need to back out? Do I need to try something else? And just scrap this idea completely. But I persevered. I carried on. I think maybe the pink was too dark, but we're not at complete scrap mode yet. Plus, I don't really want to scrap that face. That face is quite good for me. Like, so I'm just going in with an eraser just to neaten up the lines a little bit, making that white line even. And now we're going to move on to the neon green side. I went in with my most neon coloured pencil around the edges, but then this pencil came along and I was like, wow, that's neon on its own. So my panic subsided when I saw this green and I was like, yes, okay, that's working. The pink might not be as neon, but I don't have a neon pink like that. I do in my paint pens, but we all know that if I'd done it in a paint pen, the paint pen would have run out like halfway through. So keeping the same effect of the white line around to keep the neon edge. We're going to add some glow effect around the edges and we're pretty much done. It's not screaming neon. So I darkened up the skin tone, as you can see. That helps. And I went around the edges with a white paint pen. So now we can go in with our glow effect on the skin. This is why I stayed light on the layers on the skin, because we want to add a slight glow of the pink and the green on the skin tone. It's getting there, I think. The green definitely, but the pink is questionable. adding some like dark greyish colour here. To show that Spam's sinking into this and it's taking over her. Now adding the green glow, which I don't think it really needed. It was very, very neon to start with. And here's the final thing. Ignore these little splotches. I added some paint pen, like neon splats, but they ended up looking like she just had pimples all over her face. So I went back over that with some paint. I'm not loving it. It's not screaming neon. I can't decide. It's bold, it's different, it's semi-neon. But it's outside my comfort zone and I wanted to try something different, so like I said, I think the pink was too dark, but the green is neon vibes 100%. Let me know what you think down below this. It's a different take on the neon effect, but did I pass or fail it? You'll have to let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of our wish and our neon page. I'm very impressed with the face. I'll give myself credit for that. And I managed to get the drip as part of it. Let me know what you think of these two prompts down below. While you're there, hit that old like button and the subscribe. Excuse me, let me just tidy up. The subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel if you do. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!